I remember the first occasion when I came across our whaia Emere Nikura. And I just want to share, this is my one story I will always remember about Raukawa FM. Wale Papa, who used to be the chairman of the Raukawa Trust Board back in the day, and I was working there, he invited me, he said, we've got a meeting, Emere from Raukawa FM's coming in. I want you to sit in on the meeting. I said, kapai. I asked Wally what the kaupapa for the hui was, and he said, just sit into the meeting. With us was Sam Rangi, a trust board member of the time and a kaumātua of our board and our iwi. So we were sitting there, Emere walked in the door, and we did our pleasantries, and the whole meeting consisted really of what did you do for the weekend, how the whānau, and what's the plans for the coming weekend. It lasted all of at least 5 minutes, and then Emere bid all of us for farewell and left the office. And I was sitting there a little bemused. I asked Wally, so Wally, what would you like me to do now after we've had this hui? And he said, nothing, just keep in touch with Emere, and that whānau was the auspicious annual meeting between the Raukawa Trust Board, the licence holder of Raukawa FM, and Raukawa FM ourselves as the broadcaster. So that was my first introduction to Raukawa FM in a real way. And what I take from that meeting was, when we think about our old people and what they do for us, we're reminded of the rangatira nature that they had. It was not really paperwork in those days, it was more the relationship between kānohi ki kānohi, so person to person. Wally being the chair of the Raukawa Trust Board at the time, and Emere being the founder of this station, they had that a relationship between themselves that no amount of paperwork, or it's a relationship built up over time, respect and honour. And so whānau, that's what we're here today to remember the past, talk about where we are currently, and share with you some of our future as we head into the next 25 years of Raukawa FM being here. So, nō reira e te whānau huri no i tēnei taki wā, tēnei te mea te kia koutou i tēnei wā, tēnā koutou, a tēnā rā tātou katoa.
In the whare this morning, of course, one of our old ex-breakfast announcers in Marcus this morning. Yeah, cruisy to have him in this morning.
Good to be here, bro. You can use D-Fresh if you want to, or Dr. Fresh, or anything like that if it makes it a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier for you, bro?
I knew you as Marcus back then.
That's good, bro. That's good. We'll keep it that way now.
Dr. Mark.
Hey,
cool.
Hey, I like that, bro. I like it. Hey, I've just got a complaint this morning, bro. I've got to get my first complaint. See, it hasn't been long. I'm just going through this booklet, bro. Where's the page with legends on it? Because I'm trying to look for my photo. I'm trying to look for that section, and it's not there. Is there a reason why there isn't a legends segment in the Raukawa FM 25-year celebration
booklet? Nobody brought us photos forward.
Bro, there's photos of me everywhere.
All the photos
I'm that popular.
Pardon?
I love you, Rog. I love you, bro.
Cool as.
I love you, brother.
Cool as.
You look good in red too anyway, cousin.
Yo.
Hey?
Yo.
Awesome. 25 years, bro. Nah, good to be here this morning, mate. Good to be here.
Cool as, man.
I understand we're going to somewhere.
We're going to the islands of Fiji.
Ula.
Yeah.
Ula.
Got the mix this morning.
Hey, they won their first.
Look after everybody this morning.
They won their first gold medal this year too, cousin.
We got to look after everybody this morning,
brother.
All the islands. Good morning. Of course, in the whare this morning, and a pleasure having him in, Johnny Dryden. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Roger. Kia ora.
Wow.
Welcome to the Raukawa Airways. 25 years, mate. You've been here for a good part of that 25, haven't you?
Yeah, the grey hair's here now.
You get them with you working an evening radio or commercial radio, mate.
It was pure black when I started. But I suppose that's how it all goes. You don't expect to say you keep your colouring the same over the years. Everything changes.
25 years. Has anything changed for you? Technology-wise, there would have been some changes.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. You know, when I really look at it, the old system that we had, I think you would have known the old system, Marcus. It was just a smaller unit than this. Turntable was behind. Turntable, CD. Then we had the carts. You remember the carts?
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, so from there we started moving up, and we started learning, moving up, and now we got this. And I do believe, I think, not to share, but I think we got another system coming in. And also in the whare this morning, our chairman of the trust, Colin Hickey. Good morning, Colin.
Morning up.
And cruising with you this morning, 25 years, you've been here for 22.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, no, I wouldn't go that far. These date back to when Whiti Raukawa was here, and we had some wonderful times. That guy was he was a real foreseer of the future, old Whiti, you know, and he used to come up and run past all these different ideas. Some of them were good. I used to laugh at some of them, but however, that's what happens. And I always remember him coming to me and talking about going online. He reckons, he said, I see some radio stations online. I wonder if it's possible for us to do it. And I had a little bit of a laugh at it at the time, but I had to read up, and it was only about 6 weeks later we made it happen. And we've become the first EV radio station to be live online, and that was really Whiti, who it was his idea. I just made it happen. So other things he tried, I look back and think about, were the television thing. I heard Homai talking about that. I always remember Whiti saying, I've got all the transmitters there now. I'm going to go live with my television next week. And I said, you haven't even got a license, man. He said, I don't need a license, I'm a Maori. Oh, Whiti, mate, it was a hard case, all right. Oh, yes, so a couple of other things I remember when we got this set up to go live on air. I said to Whiti, now don't switch it on, whatever you do, because we're going to wait for our link to go on. And Whiti said, well, the next thing I'm listening, and hello, it's live online. Whiti's gone and turned the whole thing on. And it was on the broadband connection they had with Extra. He got a $4,000 bill. And he said to me, do we have to pay that bill? I said, if you don't pay the bill, you get your phone cut off, man. So yeah, he wanted to jump the gun a little bit with that one.